$99. They were $99 each.
Yeah.
What are Mexican dollars to Great British pounds, though?
You think I've just got that knowledge to hand? Like I just know the exchange rate to...
I would hope you do, Jake.
Why?
Because you are a human computer. You're a Google search engine. You're Bing,
ask me
if
any
anything.
question ever.
Okay. How many folds of paper does it take to reach the moon?
8.
42. And I actually know this because I watched a TikTok where the guy did the math. And like fully took into account the thickness of paper.
Okay, ask me something else.
The distance from the moon.
Ask me something else.
Ask me something I will know.
Ask me something I will know.
Well, Google doesn't say that. Google just says try searching for different results.
Ask me a question.
Okay. How many stories does the Empire State Building have?
Well, if my office block has 2, right, and there's 3 in this, technically 3, including ground floor, in our apartment complex.
Yep. Right. Which is okay. Yep.
I'm trying to do this to relevance because that's all I've got. Relevance.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. But you've never seen the Empire State Building in person, so there's no way you can even accurately guess. You just have to guess. Or sorry, you're Google, so you should know the answer. And I don't actually know, so you could say anything, and but I would like.
A little part of me wants to say 4 numbers, but there's no way it's 4 numbers.
It's not 4.
No,
it's not 4.
way.
I don't even think it's 3, to be honest.
No, it definitely is.
I don't think it is.
I think there is.
And I've been there, so
I think there is.
Okay.
356.
Okay. Empire
356.
Empire State Building.
300.
Floors.
And 56.
There's 102.
I was close.
But I was also close by saying there wasn't.
You were close by saying I don't think it's 3 digits.
I was right. Okay, but imagine the builders just decided 3 floors earlier to go. This is the height. This is the.
Yeah, but no. Listen.
This is the limit.
No. They didn't.
Yeah, but they could have.
No.
They were closer.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
They were closer to my number. Oh, that was awful.
They were closer.
Let's move on. I'm going to pour my shot
Timestamp it. Timestamp it. TikTok.
Yeah. It'll have to be a TikTok.
Closer.
And that'll just be the end.
Oh, fuck. Surely it's the beginning. Surely we keep all this in.
We are keeping this
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The podcast has started, Jake.
Yeah, no, I know.
So why the fuck haven't you done the intro yet?
Because I'm waiting for my shot.
I also just spat everywhere.
Again.
In your juicy little cunt. Let's go. Let's do this shot.
Oh, it's such a big shot.
There was actually a lot less liquid than I remember. Sorry, not that I remember, than I thought. But it still is tingling through my body.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ill-Informed podcast. Woo! I am your host, Jake, and this is my co-host, Jake. Now,
an executive producer, Jake, is in the building.
Yes.
An editor, Jake, thanks so much for editing this.
This is a podcast where we talk about absolutely anything. It could be serious, it could be non-serious, it could be informed, it could be ill-informed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now, we don't know anything about any of these subjects, but our opinions matter to us, and we feel like somebody else would appreciate it too. And a lot of you appreciated our opinions on TikTok.
Oh, you did. We got a viral tick. Well, I say viral.
It's not. It
definitely wasn't viral. It was viral for the size of our.
It was viral in relevance.
Yes, exactly. In context, it was viral. We had just started the TikTok 2 days prior.
It was our third.
Wow! Look at us.
Come.
No, you go.
It was our third TikTok.
Thanks. I think they got that. It was last week we recorded the podcast, and then basically came off, looked on TikTok, and it blown up to 6K views, right?
Which was massive.
Which was massive because the rest of ours had 500 or so. And it had quite a few comments, quite a few likes, and then just over the next few days, gained 50K views, 6K likes. We gained 150 followers. So it was a very nice starting point for the podcast TikTok, and a few new listeners. So welcome in.
We got a lot of fucking comments. Now you don't think you're getting away with this, do you? You bunch of stuck-up pricks. Now listen to me. I love you. Please don't take that seriously. Anyway. My face is not small.
Yeah.
It's low. It's not small, it's low.
He's just got a big forehead. It's not...
No,
it's not
I don't. I don't have a big forehead. My face is low. My face is not small. It is too low.
Do you not think the forehead makes it look like the face is...
No.
Because the forehead's a bit bigger
because of my chin. Right? Zoom in on this. Look how small my chin is.
It's a pretty small chin.
Because my face is too low.
I've got a big chin. But yeah, you guys, there were some of you that were great, some of you that were just fucking cunts towards Jake and towards myself. I understand. I understand that that's not what sentient means. Well, obviously I didn't understand at the moment, but it's called the Ill-Informed Podcast.
Which means we don't know. And funnily enough, I say it in every intro.
I forgot to close the window.
No, fuck it.
But yeah, I mean,
we're all about realness here on the Ill-Informed Podcast. You will experience exactly what we're experiencing when we're experiencing it.
This is our living room. This isn't a studio. These are just...
No, this is a studio. We built this.
Yeah. We built this specifically for the podcast. It actually doesn't get used for the 6 days.
We actually got an interior designer in to design all this for us.
We asked for some really blank walls, some really blank floor.
Yeah. Messy table, messy living room. Have you seen the...
What the fuck?
The new Notaways release that's coming at the end of July.
So not the pink ones.
No, they're done. They're gone.
No.
New one.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna...
Similar to the pink ones.
Is it on Insta, right?
Yeah, they posted today. That's why I know.
Because
I've got notifications on.
Cool. I'm gonna look.
There is absolutely no way I'm not purchasing that pair of shoes.
Oh, are they really nice? Because they're
really simple. They're really boring, but like I love them.
Is it on their story?
No.
Oh, it's just white.
Yes.
It's just plain white.
Like the pink ones and the black ones, but now it's all white.
They had this up as like one of their options, didn't they, for a while?
They did that once the pink ones were released. They then posted.
Yeah, look, you got this.
Yeah, they then reposted that.
It's basically a checklist of the shoes they want to make, and then they ask the people of No Two Ways, the
audience,
what shoe? Yeah, the audience. What shoes they want to be made and released next. And the white one was picked. I do like the orange and black and white.
Well, of course, it's orange.
Well, yeah, obviously, but it does look like it's out of the ones that are left. That draws my eye the most, more than the white, more than the plain white.
What ones did it show me again? Sorry.
So you got kind of camo top left. You got white, which are now obviously being released. You've got purple.
I would have either chosen the
all blue,
purple or the all white.
I do like the purple. The purple is
just
nice.
because I don't have purple pair of shoes.
The purple. I mean, even zoomed in, the purple looks nice.
I just like to have a pair of shoes that sort of attack every colour. Like I've got the blue sapphire ones if I ever need to wear them.
Oh yeah.
You got me. I got all.
Well, this is the thing. As soon as it's got like 3+ colours on it, it means that those you can wear clothes with those 3+ colours, and it would like suit the fit.
Yeah.
But then what's great with white shoes is they are so versatile in styles. You can just wear white shoes whenever.
Yeah, white shoes pretty much.
I kind of feel like I'm probably not going to get them. I know I said I might need to, but I'm not going to get them. Especially if you're going to get them, because if we're rocking around in the same white shoes, that's going to look ridiculous. But I do need a new pair. I dropped my phone. We do need a new pair of white shoes. Sorry, no, not we. I don't know why it sounded like we were collectively sharing.
No, I agree.
Shoes.
I do too. I agree. I want a new pair too.
Can I have the right pair?
I've got
the right shoe.
Yeah, cool. I think I've got like 4 or 5 pair of what you would regard as white shoes. Like the main color is white, but like one of them's just my fuck around shoe. The other one I don't really like too much. The other one's quite old. I should really start throwing them away, really.
What shoes?
Yeah, because I am all over that shoe rack.
See, I'm feeling the same, but I do wear all my shoes.
I feel like I've got so many more shoes.
I feel like you 100% do.
I've got like 15.
But you've also got a lot of shoes that are very similar to another pair of shoes you have.
Oh yeah, I've got so many pairs of shoes.
You have a lot of white shoes.
Yes.
If you're getting these white no two ways, you've definitely got to get rid of a pair or two of white shoes, or just keep them.
Why keep them?
You can keep them, but fucking like put them away somewhere. Especially if you're not going to wear them, top of your wardrobe.
What's up there?
Don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't stay in your room, Jake. Surprisingly,
I got
stalk
microphones
your
up there. I got a box of hats, and then once I eventually clean my room and start putting stuff away properly,
your harp? Did you say? You've got a harp?
Yeah, I've got a big old harp. I was going to say heart rate monitor, but it's my blood pressure monitor. That's going to go up there.
But it does measure your heart rate too.
Yeah.
So
not accurately.
Oh.
It does it at a standstill point. It doesn't live tell me what my heartbeat is at the end of the.
Even my phone does that. Have you not got that on your phone where you can like measure your heart rate and your stress level?
Guess what? I'm not going to look.
Okay. So Samsung has like stress level and shit, and so you can measure that.
Does it have receding
I don't
hairline
even know
level?
what that means. How can you have a stress level? Isn't stress like just a concept? Me and George were talking about this.
Stress is not a concept when physical medical issues arise when stress is presented.
I completely agree. This is what I said. This is what I said to George. I said it's almost like it's a symptom, but also a condition. It's like both.
It's not because you can get jobs that aren't stressful, and then you just sort of live a happy-go-lucky life. But then you get bored. If you're not stressed, you are bored. Because I had no stress at Morrison's, and I got bored and left.
Yeah, but that's Morrison's. I feel like I
had too much stress at the place you currently work at, and I left. Now that was stress caused by my own actions, but I still left. And then I joined the car dealership. Too much stress, left. Because
so there is too much, and there's too little.
Stress is a bad thing, but similar to drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes, there is a sweet spot.
There is
that
definitely
you
a sweet
enjoy.
spot.
There is a Stockholm.
Because I'm at that sweet spot right now.
There is a Stockholm element behind it, where you just want more of it. Because when you get, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, no, it's a joke.
Like the place. It's like you just. The feeling when you get to the end of it, when you're out of stress, or you can feel the stress coming off because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that is, in my opinion, better than the negative side of being stressed. But then when that light doesn't fucking come, like at a car dealership, it's just a constant wheel. It's like spinning plates, but all the plates are on fire.
Yeah.
You never get to the end of it. Whereas the job I'm in now,
it's almost like there's no satisfaction to completing that order.
There's no day where you go, done.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later it starts again. That's why you end up fucking, I don't want to do this anymore, because there's no light at the end of it.
What I was going to say is where I'm at right now with my job, especially how they've changed management and how they've changed how we kind of action like the job, the work we're doing. It's definitely, I'm at that sweet spot right now where I am stressed, but at a manageable level where I don't worry about it when I'm not working,
Yes, I think.
But when I'm worrying about it just enough that my work is actually better and more productive, especially it's during my working hours. I'm working way more productively than I was back in 2020, 2021.
Do you know when we started?
No. Why?
Because I just like to keep an eye on it.
No.
It's 10 to 8.
No.
It's 10 to 8.
See, it's 10 to 8, guys.
In the morning.
Go to bed. Too late for this. In the morning. Good morning. Go to bed. It's too late for this.
I was going to burp. I was going to vomit.
completely forgot what I was going to say now.
Stress.
But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So I agree with you. Is the moral of my point? The fuck off. Someone said on TikTok, not everyone needs a podcast when referring to us.
What, commented on it?
I deleted the comment.
Why did you delete it?
Because I was gonna comment something really snarky back, like not everyone deserves to comment. But I thought fuck it.
You should just left it.
I mean, maybe, but
because we're the realest podcast on YouTube.
Well, I mean, yeah. I've been thinking about this. I don't. In fact, I've been thinking about this since you asked the question to me the other day. Do you reckon we'll ever get to episode 100? Yeah. That's what you said to me.
Yeah, I know what I said.
It's almost
it's almost like it came out of my mouth.
It's almost like I just can't, like, I don't care whether we get to episode 100. I'm at that, especially with the podcast.
I asked that question because I thought if it's still at this level by the time we get to episode 100 or around that time,
are we still going to be wanting to do it?
Are you still going to want? Because I just sit here and talk.
Well, this is what I do it for too, and maybe my.
But I don't edit. I don't then put it out. I don't then do anything.
But it's so easy to edit.
I know it is, but like you still
and
have
even
to do it.
And even the TikToks, it's 30 minutes, and I don't have to do the TikToks. I'm doing right now. I'm doing the TikToks because I want to see the podcast improve. But it's before, when I was streaming before. For those that don't know, I used to stream on Twitch, and I cancelled that last December 2021. But before, when I was streaming and we were doing the podcast, my mindset was so focused on progressing and improving and getting better and gaining that audience to then eventually become bigger and have a big community. That's not what I'm here for anymore. It's just not. It's like my direction has all changed. I have a real life job. I have a real life flat. I have things that I need to do in real life that are so important that things like the podcast and things like the streaming are second. They're just fun little things that I do.
Just having a laugh.
Exactly. So if we get to episode 100, great. But that is 2 years down the line since we started anyway, you know, in terms of if we were to release an episode a week.
I feel like if
we should just do an episode a day to try and get to episode 100 before the end of the year.
To talk to you about.
Yeah, me too. Silent podcast. Thanks.
I feel like if we ended up moving out after like 2 years and we ended up going, fuck it, we're going to move out without, like, we're going to go separate ways. I feel like we would then do the podcast more because it'd be like, cool, we get once a week we're going to meet up.
Yeah.
Whereas if we still live together, there's more chance for us not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, if we do it literally until we move out of here and then whatever happens, then I feel like that's a good place to.
Who fucking knows, yeah.
Or if you just one day just go, don't want to do it. I'm just bored now. Then that's fine. I'm not going to be hurt or sad or anything. I'm
just going to be really hurt and
I'm just
sad.
going to be really horny and have to jack my dick for hours on end to help, to make myself feel better.
I've got another trend.
Yeah.
Similar to the icks.
Okay.
This is a trend I found on Twitter called "There are 10 but."
There are 10 but what?
Exactly.
Okay, so give me an example.
So I wrote a few down, and then like as soon as any pop into your head, just fucking say them, right? She's a 10, but she asked if I'd love her if she was still a worm. If she was a worm, sorry.
Kaylee has literally said that to me before.
Yeah, it's like you sit down with your mates and you go, she's a 10, but she did ask me if I'd love her if she was a worm.
I mean, it's the most ridiculous question in the world.
This is.
I said to her,
what I want to
brutally honest with Kaylee. I said
no.
No, I was brutally honest.
Yeah,
and I said,
no, I mean, no. The answer is no.
That was the answer. I said no. I said
a worm.
If you became one day, you became a human to a worm. Of course, I'd be her. You'd be a worm, and I'd probably like catch her and keep her in a jar or something.
Fuck women in front of her.
But that's the thing. I'm not gonna then keep my feelings for a worm.
No. But now, if now she's asked that question. If she was a 10 before, what is she now?
She is a 10.
No, this is hypothetical, you fanny. If some woman was a 10 and came to you and then asked that question, what is she now?
Still a 10.
7.
She looks exactly the same.
What's looks got to do with personality?
There's no way you're going, oh, fucking 10 across the bar and knowing their personality. If you don't know them, I've heard you do that before.
No, what I'm saying is if they then ask that question, that to me then drops them down to like a 7.
It's just a very silly question, and it makes it
for a very silly-minded person. Grow up. Of course I'm not going to love you if you're a worm. You're a literal worm. How am I going to fuck you, kiss you, and then go back to your parents' house and go, yeah, I'm your fucking son-in-law because I'm married to your worm. No, I'm not, am I? I'm not married to the worm.
Yeah, I feel like the worm's got a lot more...
I'll put you in the garden, survival of the fittest. If I never see you again, I'll never see you again.
The worm's got a lot more issues to figure out than just a relationship, I'll be honest. Yeah. They've got their family, they've got... their job, you know.
Now,
how are you going to go out to your job and go, sorry, I can't work this weekend, I'm a worm?
Sorry, I can't work ever again because I'm now a worm. How does that work? But my boyfriend still loves me, so... What?
It's almost like they don't realise that a worm would have a tiny fucking stupid
cock.
Brain and cock. so why would I suck it? So, I mean, them having these thoughts is ridiculous.
I've seen a lot of these. I've seen a lot of these, and I'm really fucking pissed off about it. He's a 10, but his name begins with a J.
Oh, unlucky. I do see a lot of them on TikTok too. Yeah,
there are so many names that begin with J. I feel like J is probably one of the most popular names for a boy's name.
I know a lot of Jacobs, but and I know a lot of Jakes.
Jake, Jacob, James, Josh.
Oh, and I know a lot of
Joshua.
James. And I know a lot of Joshes.
J.
Josh and Joshua are the same name.
Some people prefer Joshua.
Right, yeah, but some people are called Joshua and go by Josh. So
exactly, so they're a Josh.
So surely just say Joshua, and then Josh falls under that demographic.
They're different names.
What else? What other name did you say after that?
Jay.
Oh,
Jamie.
Oh, I do know a lot of Jamies too, and women Jamies.
And then there's Jennifer, Jasmine, Jamiroquai.
Jasmine's only popular because of Aladdin. Who the fuck is Jamiroquai?
Jamiroquai?
Did you just say Jamiroquai?
What are you saying?
Don't know. Who knows? I'm trying to say what you fucking said.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jamiroquai.
I don't know any Jamiroquais.
That's that song by Jamiroquai. The one where he's dancing on the like the whole room is a treadmill. I talk about it loads. He's the music video.
Yes, you do talk about that loads. I know exactly
it's a crazy
the music video, but I don't know who the fuck Jamiroquai is. I also haven't met ever a Jamiroquai. So
I know of a Jamiroquai though, and so do you.
What, the person?
Yes.
Okay, well that's one.
That's one more than 0.
He's a 10, but his name was Jay. The problem with that is that there are probably names with J
now
that are so rare that you've then just been put under this bracket because of other
genitals,
because of other very common names. There are obviously cunt Jakes, you being all of them, and there are cunt Jakes, but there's not cunt Jamiroquais. Well, maybe there is.
There's one.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the one we know about.
To me,
I don't think that's valid. I don't think you can rate someone on a name.
I don't think it's valid, but there's certainly names that I know that will put me off of a woman.
I wonder what.
Jenny.
I'm going to promote this podcast at work next week.
Jasmine.
I mean, yeah.
It's basically it's
and
people,
Jays.
It's people that
is that what you were saying, Jays?
No, actually,
But that is very funny. That.
Basically, what I'm saying is,
she was a 10, but her name started with J.
Jamiroquai. If I've met somebody before with your name and they're a cunt, I'm immediately put off by you.
Have you ever met a Nathan that's a cunt?
I don't think so. Because the only other Nathan I can think about is Nat Jax, and Nat Jax is lovely.
Oh, Nat Jax is so nice.
He's so polite.
That time,
do you mind if I have a glass of water?
It might be.
Do you want me to take my shoes off before I come in?
Yeah.
Where can I put my coat? He's so polite.
That time that we it might have been after your gig, but we all went to Vineyard.
Yeah.
And then he turned up and he was like, he was just so happy that we were all there. And I was like, oh man.
Because he's not stuck with his normal group.
My heart melts.
We saved him and then we went, all right, see ya.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to go for Ada's and home.
That's how it goes. She's a 10. Fuck. He's a 10, but he breathes the same air as other women.
That is just the most ridiculous. That's a 1. She's a 1. Whoever has said this,
if she
is a
has
1.
said that, then she is a 1.
The most jealous and like ridiculous person in the world.
Now this next one was funny to me because I know a few people like this, and I slightly agree with it. She's a 10, but she eats 1 meal a day.
I used to eat 1 meal a day.
Yeah, weird. And I openly said it to you. I went, that's weird. Why don't you just fucking eat less but more throughout the day?
It's weird, I feel like, if you're not doing what I was doing, which was fasting. If you're eating 1 meal a day, but you're drinking like fucking Cokes and Pepsis.
Listen, unless it's religion, you know, they fast for. Is it Muslims or is it?
Well,
Sikhs?
they fast all day and then they eat.
Yeah, but is it Muslim or Sikhs? Is it Muslims or Sikhs?
Oh, I'm just not going to say anything because I don't know and I don't want to assume.
It's
wrong.
Christians, right? Okay. So when Christians fast for 40 days and 40 nights, right? I get that because it's what they believe in. It's strongly believe they dedicate their life to it. Now, people that just eat a meal a day because I don't get hungry. Yeah, you fucking do.
That is weird.
Yes, you fucking do.
Yeah, you definitely do.
You
100% do.
Yeah.
As someone who's done it as like a weight loss thing, I did OMAD, which is 1 meal a day fasting. So you just don't eat you don't consume any calories for 23 hours a day, and you eat loads of calories in one hour. You get hungry. Of course you get hungry. You can't ever train your body to last on 1 hour's worth of food a day.
And you only have one
because
meal.
you burn it, and you burn it through your sleep. You burn it when you wake up. You burn it when you're walking, sitting down, everything.
Yeah.
So there's no way you're comfortable. The people that say they're not hungry, that's false.
It's a lie.
It's they're doing it for their own weight loss, I guess. But like
their own stupidity.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, just interrupt me.
Well, you fucking took 20 years to say it. Speak! Speak! I really, really need a wee, so you better finish this.
He's a 10, but he follows girls that don't follow him back.
I mean, it's a bit cringe.
What is?
Following girls that don't follow him back, but they could be models or celebrities.
So then it's not cringe, is it?
It's cringe if they're girls from like around, friendship groups.
If you've met them on a night out,
because most people are now most boots and cats. Most people have a private Instagram, especially girls. I know, ridiculous, right? Why would you ever? And Instagram is surely meant to be public. You share photos of yourself and your family and stuff, so to the world. Anyway,
you've got 900 followers. You're not a celebrity. You don't need no private.
Especially when anyone could fucking ask for a follow request and they would just accept them anyway. What? You're adding like a point to Instagram. You're adding a chore to Instagram to accept these people. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't think it's weird at all, because if you're on a night out and you meet a girl and you have a chat with her and you're like, oh, cool, and then like you somehow find her Instagram, or Instagram does that weird stalky thing where it listens to your conversations and then recommends.
Somehow find the Instagram.
Right. You find the Instagram and you go, oh, I met her on the other night, she's cool, I'll follow her. It's like a Facebook request, a friend request back in the day. You follow her. If she don't follow you, that's not up to you. She just doesn't want to follow you.
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
So
it's up
in
to
what
you.
scenario is it weird?
I'm not saying it's weird. I'm saying it's a bit cringe.
Why is what? Scenario
Especially in that scenario where you've met a girl on a night out. You're thinking, oh, maybe if I add her, we can.
That's not what I said.
We can link. Yeah, but you're meeting a girl on a night out, Jake, and I've been out with you on nights out. You don't meet girls for not sex. So
what do you mean?
Because
I've met.
There was that girl that
There
was that girl that didn't follow you back because you followed her because she was fucking hot.
I'm trying to figure out what we got. Oh, that one. Yeah,
I don't know her, but like,
yeah, we didn't really speak. It was more of a shot in the dark.
Exactly, but
And
like,
then what happened?
Do you not think
Then what happened? When she didn't accept me back.
you moved on with your life?
No, I unfollowed her
Oh,
because I'm not an idiot.
okay, but your question was this guy's a 10, but he follows girls that don't follow him back. You've obviously then shot your shot. She's not followed back.
I still don't think it's weird.
You've unfollowed. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's weird. I just think it's a bit cringe.
I don't think it's cringe either.
I think especially if you're a 10 and you're following these girls and then they're not following you back.
I don't see what's wrong with that. Yes, it's a little bit for the bloke. It's a little bit. Oh, she doesn't want to follow me back.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand it because I've never.
But it's like you still like her. Like you still had a good time with her, and you want to see what she's getting up to. You're just being nosy. That's what Instagram's for.
I think. Yeah, but I think when you're like I was saying, if you're following people that have private Instagrams, surely that's a little bit more than just like seeing what you're about. If you follow a public Instagram, cool. If you follow a private Instagram, she's had to look at you,
Depends on how many followers she's got.
I know you, accept, and then not even click. I mean, maybe click on your profile, but click on your profile and then decide not to follow you back, even though she knows you because you met. It's a bit. Maybe it's not the guy. I'm not saying it's the guy's fault that it's cringe, but it is a bit cringe.
Oh, fine.
I'm not saying. For people on the high street, gonna do it.
Oh my pussy.
We're like 20 minutes into this podcast and it's gone to shit.
Were you there when I was fucking with Kitty's live last night?
Yeah, you messaged me.
No, but were you there the whole time?
Yeah.
When they then called me out on the live?
Yeah. I thought you got called out great on the live.
You see me message back, Fred? I put, oh, spy pants. So, mate, talking back to me. Kitty messaged me afterwards and went, thanks for that, by the way. I was like, no worries.
So when I joined, they were talking about CBD, which is obviously the part of weed that is more anxiety calming and such, and the part of weed that's legal, in the UK anyway. And I was like, wow. I mean, I don't know why they're talking about this, but great. So I just commented, CBD is great for anxiety because I've tried it. CBD is great for anxiety. They then very quickly start talking about how this CBD that they're talking about is actually for horses. And I'm like, I sent her a Snapchat video of like, I had no idea that they were talking about horses. I'm really sorry. And then they started talking about CBD for people. And then I Instagrammed her again and went, okay, they're talking about people now. It's fine. My comment is still valid.
I was trying to get George and everyone on there to just start like.
I did see George on there.
At Potsdam. She didn't once mention Potsdam. And then the one time she mentioned you, I then commented and went, I'll talk about Nathan, but not Potsdam.
Yeah, but then she did say, you're meant to be rehearsing.
And that's when I messaged and went,
Kitty, if you're listening, that's not what you sound like. That's my impression of every woman ever.
Exactly what you sound like. That is nailed on what you sound like.
Thanks.
And if you ever ignore Potsdam again...
are you saying that I could go around doing a Kitty impression and everyone would love it? If
they knew Kitty and they had their eyes closed, they would think you're Kitty. Except they'd
be expecting the voice to come from the heavens.
That's what I was about to say. The volume is not coming from a Manchester United centre back. It's coming from little Nathan.
I'm not little though. I'm 5'10",
which is little compared to Kitty.
Which is little compared to Kitty, but not little Nathan. You can't call me little Nathan.
Well, you are.
People are going to think I'm tiny.
He's tiny.
I'm going to think I'm like Danny DeVito size, and I've just
size.
made this portion of the video much larger than.
I am much larger than you.
Or you're a giant, and I've actually just had to make you tiny on the screen.
Yeah, look at the size of my leg muscles.
I do need a wee.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to fuck off and go.
Oh. Because you want to say things?
No.
Oh.
Hurry up! Because I need a wee too now. Hurry up. Hurry. I'm going to piss in the sink.
Hi, welcome back to the Ill-Informed podcast. That was a little infomercial break.
Yes, so this podcast is sponsored by Man Stuff.
That stuff. It's all about dicks.
Yes.
I almost pushed my pee out so hard that I shit myself.
I had to really force it on the sink.
Talking about shitting myself, I've had a bad day. My arse has had a bad day. You know when I text you? Ow. You know when I...
I thought you were going to bring up my poo scenario.
You know when I... No. Yeah. If you want to bring up your poo scenario, you can.
I shit my pants at work. It stunk. I didn't realise until I smelt it, so I didn't even feel it come out. But it was luckily only like half of a teaspoon. Like it wasn't like a full fucking shit my pants job. But that is quite embarrassing and quite worrying.
So Jake said to me earlier via text, I'm popping to Mum's after work to print off tickets, and then I'll be back for the best pod of your life. So far, so good. I responded, I physically cannot hold my shit in my arse. I'm that excited. That wasn't a complete lie, Jake. Since 8 a.m. this morning when I woke up and had my first black coffee, I have been unable to stop my arse from shitting.
Okay.
And then I don't know why, but I decided to eat really fucking spicy Korean noodles for lunch.
Actually awful, not mine.
Which then made me shit more. And then guess what I did? Kelly got me a Starbucks. And I had a nice coffee. And I shit myself more.
But at least you're losing weight.
Yeah, to be honest, I have probably shit out about 300 pounds today.
I've shit out infinite poo.
The infinite poo glitch.
Infinite poo cheat code.
But that was, I just can't stop shitting. That's why I was so scared.
And it is totally normal to shit 3 times a day. I'll have you fucking know.
Yeah,
TikTok
back to the
comments.
TikTok.
It is totally normal to shit 3 times a day, as long as I do that every day. As long as it becomes the first day that I shit 3 times and I go, oh, this is a bit abnormal. I only poo once a day normally. And then there was one of you cunts, I don't know who, it was like 3 times a day. I do it 3 times a week. What? You go at least, you go,
hold on.
You go a whole day without pooing.
You sounded like you were doing an Asian impression then.
Don't be racist.
It's not. It's an impression, Jake.
Well,
if only Pranks can do it on YouTube, then I feel like it's allowed from the Ill-Informed podcast on YouTube.
Rice Man. What a throwback. What a throwback.
I was going to say that we know someone that only poos once a week.
I don't know if she still does.
I hope she doesn't.
I would like to really quiz her on that.
Should we call her right now?
No.
Why?
Because she won't answer.
How do you know?
Because she'll be fucking gearing.
No, she'll be done with work. I feel like we should call her right now and ask.
No.
And then just hang out.
No.
No? Okay, fine.
Because if we pick up and go, do you poo?
Can we call Kieran and find out?
And then she takes it the wrong way. And she goes, what?
What did you say?
What did you? What?
And then I'm never friends with anyone again. Cool.
We've got to address this in an orderly fashion, like an assassination. We have to plan.
Like getting her on the podcast and making her think that she's going to talk about vet things and then ask her about her shitting pattern.
We'll go on a night out and we'll plan it. We'll attack it. A nice planned attack where it's brought up normally into conversation. And then when we get the details, we report back to the Ill-Informed Trojans.
Yeah, so the conversation will be like, oh wow, this beer's really nice. Anyway, do you still poo once a week? What the fuck?
No, it'd be something like, oh, that TikTok we had that got a lot of views on it. We spoke about Josh's barbecue. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, see all those people that were telling me it's fucking weird to shit 3 times a day. Yeah, it's funny. That's not abnormal, surely. If I do it all the time, she'd be like, well, if it's normal, then who gives a fuck? You go, I seem to recall you telling me once that you poo once a week in 6th form. And that's when she goes, oh no, I've got IBS.
It was way after 6th form. That's when I found out it was way after 6th form.
I feel like it was only recently after 6th form.
I found out recently.
Yeah, when's recently? You keep saying recently.
In the last year, I'm saying.
No, I feel like we found out before we were 20.
I think we found out at Bethan's.
No?
No?
Because when were we talking about poo then?
Jake, when did poo ever I mean, the poo's somehow come up in this conversation.
You brought it up. You actively
I?
come back from having a piss
But
and
did
then
I?
went, almost shit myself having a piss.
But did I?
Yes.
There
It's
we go.
recorded.
No.
No.
Don't think that's what I said. If a butcher did every meat known to man,
Human.
would you try it all?
Yeah. Human.
Obviously, it would take a while.
I really want to know what human
I
tastes
also
like.
really want to know what human tastes like. Would anyone like to sacrifice themselves for the ill-informed podcast?
We do have a Patreon ready.
But you can only donate your bodies. chunks of thigh, please.
How much is it? $5 a month? No, it's a foot a year. Well, what am I going to do when I'm out of feet?
No, I
Hands.
wouldn't want to eat a foot. I'd want to eat a thigh. Something.
No.
Why?
I'd want a breast.
Or
I'd
like
want
a calf.
I'd want a big, beautiful breast.
You want a bit of muscle, bit of
No, I want the breasts in my mouth. I want big, beautiful breasts in my mouth.
Ow, you're biting too hard. I don't want to taste. I don't want to taste like. let me get the flavour on my tongue.
I'm in bed with a girl kissing her tits, putting salt and pepper on it.
Really awfully seasoned here.
So bland. So
Wow.
absolutely
Wow,
bland.
look, dog shit.
Dog shit tits again. Again.
Oh wow, rubber.
Is this silicone? It tastes like rubber. Oh, guys, come on.
That was
Seriously.
really bass boosty. Come on.
Guys, come on.
Oh, that is covered in spit. This is going to be the worst thing to listen to in the world.
It's right, because we're not, so.
We're not what?
Well, we do listen to it, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
I do, but after it's
I'm
released.
now listening to it when I edit it 4 moments for the podcast. I mean, yeah, human meat, hedgehog meat is something that came to my mind.
What? There's no
Is there any
meat on a
meats you want-
hedgehog.
Well, a hedgehog will have meat, of
No,
course.
but like, it's such a weird one. Like, there's so
but like, no, but like, it's just
minimal meat.
exact minimal meat, but there would still be meat.
Yeah, but
And
why?
it was
why
in this
did-
butcher that
yeah,
has
but
every
why?
meat.
Yeah, but why hedgehog? Of all
Dunno,
the animals,
just to see what it tastes like.
I'd like to see what sloth tastes like.
There we go. What sloth?
I would
This
say
lazy as fuck.
don't let me interrupt.
Yeah, I won't.
Cool, good. Go on in.
I'm done.
Oh, so you
speaking.
don't? Oh, you want to hear my answer now?
Well,
You
no,
want
I didn't
to
say
know.
that. I just said I'm done speaking.
Okay, so stop speaking then, because you're still speaking, but apparently you're done speaking. How's that work? Right? I'd like to eat a sloths because all they do is hang around and sleep. I think it's like 20 hours at 16 hours a day, something like
A
that.
lot of hours.
They sleep, and all they eat is leaves and shit. So it's
They're
like
quite fat though.
they're not.
Aren't they? They've got
I'd
quite
like
a big pot
I
belly,
tell you
haven't
what,
they?
I'd like to see a shaven sloth. See exactly how much fur there is to bone.
True. Because you don't
But
really
like,
know.
there's like the muscles aren't necessarily worked out. I imagine their shoulder and like forearm muscles are crazy because they just grip
Yeah.
onto shit. But like, generally speaking, they move really slow.
Mm-hmm. They're not
Don't
burning
eat
many calories.
Much protein, if any, from what I know. So it must just.
Are they herbivores?
I think so. Like what?
I'm not going to Google it, but
What are they gonna fucking catch? What is a
Yeah,
what is
I mean,
a sloth's
that's
prey?
the thing. A sloth is a snail.
Oh, there's a fly on my hand. Let me try and eat it.
Well, no, because a fly sees things in like double the time we do, right? A fly sees things in.
Oh, it's flown away.
A fly sees things in slow motion, so a sloth would be even slower motion. That fly is there in his mind for fucking years, waiting for this sloth to come and try and
so it
eat
wouldn't
him.
eat him.
No,
That's what I'm saying. No prey is
yeah, the meat would be weird, but they're still quite like they're larger animals than say
sexy.
what.
They're sexy animals.
That does remind me of the many times I've jacked off to Sid the Sloth in Ice Age. Thanks for reminding me.
Specifically that bit in Ice Age 2 when all the sloths are there and he's going and they're all doing it back to him.
God, I just can't contain my excitement during that scene.
too
Too many sloths. My dick explodes with how erect it is.
Okay. So your number one meat is hedgehog meat. You're telling me of all the
No,
animals
that's
that have ever
not. No,
existed.
that's not what I said. I just said it's one of the meats that, in my mind, are like, oh, I wonder what that tastes like. Similar to sloth. Sloth's not your number one meat.
A horse must be really chewy, surely.
We've probably eaten horse. Do you not remember the horse?
No, but like a horse breast, not like mince breast. Breast. A horse breast.
Breast.
Must be like so fucking like stringy and tough because it's so muscly. Like they're so muscly horses, aren't they?
They are very muscly.
Yeah.
You're right. I was just going to say if we couldn't really tell the difference between, but you are right. If it was minced, we can't. For those that don't know, I can't remember when it was, but Tesco sold us horse meat in the UK for a couple years at least. In their like lasagna
for at least a day,
and he got found out. But we don't do that anymore.
So we think.
Yeah, so we think.
So I've been taking. Well, I did take all of my health and safety courses at work.
Good.
Right.
Like.
Oh, side note.
Sitting at desk.
Side note. I am getting paid tomorrow.
Oh, cool for the.
I've worked 6 days. 7 if you. Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna have to get my calendar out now because I'm forgetting.
When is pay cut off though?
So I've got no idea. 16th, 17th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then annual leave on the 24th, and then 4 more days. So 10 days.
But there will be a cut off.
10 days.
So you might not get paid for 10 days. You might get just paid for the
I'm
last
getting
week.
paid like half my wage.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You might not. You might just
No, my pay slips come through. I know what I'm getting paid tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm getting paid like half my wage.
Wow.
And I'm not questioning it.
Yeah, don't.
And then on next Monday, I'll get my last from Autoroute.
Wow, you're going to be loaded.
No.
No?
No.
You just got paid half your wage. Oh, but then you've got to last that for the next month.
And then on top
Don't
of
really
it. So
think
it'll be like a normal wage, basically. Which is...
No, but you're getting a full wage from Autoroute, right? Well, a full wage minus
Well, no, because I only
week and a
worked
half.
half a month. Half a month.
Week and a half, though.
I started on the 16th, which means that my last working day would have been the 15th, which is half of a month.
Right, okay.
So I won't get the full basic, and I borrowed some money off my future self.
But there is a cut-off for Autoroute, no? Or no? Is it like you get paid for exactly what you do in that month?
But yeah, it's not like a big business.
No, I know.
It's all
I know it's
self-employed, so it's just sort of like word of mouth in that sense.
I know it's not, but
there's no cut-off.
This is what I was asking.
There's no cut-off.
That's the answer
It's
I
like
wanted.
you paying me. Do you know what I mean? There's no like laws and like rules.
No,
it's just like
there is.
whatever's agreed. Well, no, there's not. So
You have to sum me off.
well, what's that got to do with my pay route from all?
What's that got to do with my dick wanting to be sucked off?
But I did these courses, right? And some of the options for some of these questions are fucking stupid.
You've done them all now, right?
Yeah, I did them all on Friday. Where should your eyes be level with?
The top of your monitor.
Top of the monitor. So here are some of the options I got for that question. Top of the monitor, bottom of the monitor, in line.
You're looking out.
In line with your telephone.
Well, where's the telephone?
Exactly. Now, my favourite one, level with your desk. Now, I imagined me, no chair, no office chair.
No, yeah, just sitting on the floor.
Cross-legged on the floor.
Desk up to your eyes.
Hands up, like, leaning over and grabbing the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. But also looking up for the monitor.
Yes, yeah. So
that is ridiculous.
So stupid. There's a GDPR one that was like, if you're aware that you've made a mistake and breached data protection, what should you do? And all three of the options were like, you know, relatively good ones, like, oh, talk to your managing director and all this bollocks. One of them was, just leave it, it'll go away.
That's what I'd choose to do.
I'd do that one. Who gave him that information? Don't know. I've only been here 4 days. You think I know? You think I know the exact number and letter combination to the business safe with all the money in?
I don't, but if you could tell me, that'd be great.
I don't know at all.
Do you? Oh, he knows. Jake, we need to rob that place. I don't care that it's your
I'm
employer.
also fucking nailing it as well.
Good. I'm glad you are.
I need to make £24,000 a day to meet my target for the next 6 working days. 8 working days because it was a couple of days ago. I did £35,000 on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday today.
I did £35,000 on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I did £40,000 yesterday, and I've done 30 today.
So yeah.
So
it.
by the time I get back, because the companies are still going to spend whether I'm there or not. It's just like I prompt more companies to buy,
and you can upskill and not upskill.
So I might
upsell.
I might end up like fucking selling loads without even being there. But like now my daily amount is lower than 24 because I had a couple of good days. Like we 3 days in a row we've done £250,000 revenue and like £100,000 profit.
Wow.
And it's like when it gets to like December, it's going to be way less than that. But these months are so massive that you did
say you said last week that it's right now that all the schools are ordering.
But yeah,
I'm glad it's going well. I applied for an adjuster role today with my work.
An adjuster role.
Yeah, so a building consultant, but not for subsidence for
big cops.
For the commercial properties development team.
Oh.
And they want, what's great is it was on a meeting with Maxine, my boss, and it was like, do you or do you know friends that want to do this role? And it's you don't need any like knowledge. You basically just need to know kind of, you be a claims handler, know insurance enough, and they teach you all on the course. But what's great is I've already this year done a course where I've learnt the basics of loss adjusting. And so hopefully I've got a meeting tomorrow. Hopefully if I register my interest, I might actually be able to progress in the career that I'm currently
adjusting loss.
That's what I want to do. I want to do something a bit more technical rather than just admin.
Just something a bit. I find it's not necessarily the technical work and moving from admin. It's just having a title that I personally find better.
Well, I have a title.
Yeah, you do have a title. Like I was a car salesman. You're a loss.
Technically, claims handler. My claims manager is my technical
claims manager. But like you don't.
But it's not something memorable.
You don't get any authority in the office, do you? That's what I mean. The fact that I'm now at a place where I've got authority to a certain extent.
Well, you are. You're a team. You're
loads.
Technically a team leader.
I haven't got loads of authority, but
I've got. You are managing people.
Yeah,
so
I've got enough authority to sort of go. I can within myself go. I'm important to this fucking business. I'm not just a fucking outbound salesman that could be fucking shipped off at any point and replaced.
See, I don't think the adjuster role would bring me that though. But I do like in terms of feeling like people depend on me as much as and the company depends on me. That's not what I'm going to feel like, but I am going to feel like I have a little bit more like knowledge and I guess authority in I mean, basically what you've said, but I'm not going to be managing people. That's not what I would be doing. But I would feel a little bit better.
You wouldn't change job unless you were going upwards, whether it was in a different company or your own company. Yeah. So it's now that feeling of we're getting somewhere now. It's not like we haven't just got 9 to 5 jobs to pay stuff. We're now getting to the place where it's like, cool, we're fucking known now.
Well, this is the thing. We've just had a recent Maxine's boss has just been changed. This new guy called Craig.
What, Kevin? Big Special K is not there anymore?
No. Special K is still there. Oh. It's Kevin's boss.
Oh.
So it's Maxine's.
I don't even know what his name was.
But then Kevin's boss is all
the ex-boss. I don't know what his name was.
You never met him. He was new in 2020, 2021.
No.
Simon, but he was awful. He just didn't know anything about the business and especially the kind of the struggles what we were dealing with as like the lower fish, I guess, the fish at the bottom of the barrel,
bottom of the food chain.
But this new guy that come in, he basically started from a claims handler role in subs and is now full circle after many different.
He now is subsidence.
Exactly, he's now the manager of the subs.
As we speak, he is subsiding.
He is just a slow. slow downward slope of his right leg.
That's a stroke, isn't it?
No, don't tell him. And it just, I just feel a breath of like fresh air from having a new manager that actually understands
A breath of shit and piss.
the role a bit more. I'm excited. You know, I've got my.
We're growing
tomorrow,
up, man.
I'm excited.
We're growing up.
It's the adjuster role is something I really want to do.
Smoke weed.
I'm never gonna not smoke weed, Jake.
The only reason I'd stop smoking weed is if a doctor told me that it was genuinely causing me harm.
I don't think I'd even do it then.
It would be hard, but I think I would end up doing it because the drinking, I've done that pretty well. I still drink, but they advised me to stop.
I don't even think smoking can cause as much harm as drinking
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed, yeah.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Smoking tobacco definitely can.
Yes, definitely can.
No, I'm pretty sure it's fine.
I did that for a very long time, and I do not recommend it.
I think smoking weed there is no effect that smoking weed has that can be as bad as what drinking can do for you.
It will. To me, I'm sort of assessing it as I do it because I'm trying to figure out because there's certain feelings I feel when I smoke weed. That's like, is this something to do with paranoia, or is it actually something I'm physically doing? I think it's when you're hitting bong, it's the constant big deep breaths that cause my heart to beat faster, and then palpitations happen, and then I'm doing 120 beats a minute just sitting down. Whereas if I'm smoking a joint, it's normally fine, but sometimes you hold your breath, and sometimes you take a bigger toke, sometimes you cough. I think just the general movement of my coughing and my breathing, I think that is just affecting it, which is something I can't escape.
The bong is definitely unnatural in terms of like breathing because you do you take very big inhales and then you exhale the smoke. You're not ever with bong, you're not ever breathing really for like fresh air with and I agree. I think bong gets me obviously very high very quick, but it also,
yeah, I had that weird.
I get very wheezy. I get very coughy with bong.
I had a very euphoric feeling when I ripped bong the other day.
It's almost like my lungs can't handle that much intake of air / smoke.
Yeah.
And so with joints, the fact that you can take a hit, and you just kind of take in what you can take in, because with bong it pushes it like into your lungs basically, and then you can spend time with the bong talking and breathing actual oxygen into your lungs.
Well, I hadn't hit bong in ages. We've been smoking joints again, haven't we?
Yeah,
we've been reverting back to joints, but I hit bong the other night because I was like, I'm only gonna have a quick one because I don't want to use loads. I'm trying to save it. I'm a bit low on cash, all this jazz. So I hit bong. I was like, this is exactly why I used to hit bong. This is brilliant. It's so quick. It's so like, wow. And then you were like, let's go for a joint. And I was rolling a joint. And I was like, I shouldn't go out for a joint. I'm fucking really stoned. And then when we went out smoking, I was like, this is such a different high. This is such a different high. It lasted longer. Like, I came in, I think I ended up just sitting in here for a bit rather than going to bed. But then when I went to bed, I was then mogging out for fucking ages. Like, I need to do what I did before and sort of like cap a time to smoke weed.
Yeah, your cap used to be 9, didn't it? Now it's
9.
recently been just whenever.
I do it whenever because I'm like, I can control it.
I would do it whenever because I work from home. So what's going to happen? I'm going to feel a little bit more tired and groggy in the morning. Oh well. But I think from your perspective, if you are going into the office so much, I think capping it probably is a good call.
It's not necessarily capping it because of the office. It's more capping it because I just sit up all night. Like, I can't go to sleep.
I really do the opposite.
It makes me mong out to the point where I just lose myself in my phone.
I just fall asleep.
Like yesterday, I really struggled to put my phone down. I really had to go, right, I'm going to put it down in a second. And I lost it for another 20 minutes. And I'm like, I can't put it down. And then when I put it down, I start getting a headache because I'm back up. I'm at an office job again. I'm starting to drink coffee and fizzy drink, so like I'm not drinking a lot of water. So I was sat in bed last night in my room, and I was getting a headache. and it was headache to the point where I thought I was going to throw up. So when I went to bed, I didn't put anything on. I just like had the fan on, didn't have anything on my phone, just in silence.
Good.
And I just lay there until I went to sleep, until I fell asleep. But like it took, so that was at like 1:30.
That's not too bad though. I went to bed at about 1:30, but I did go to Big Tesco.
It's like 1:30 every night.
Big Tesco's no longer 24 hours, by the way.
I feel like we knew that.
That's the first time I learned about it because I specifically asked. Because we were walking around at 5 to 12 when it shuts. Obviously, I didn't know that at the time. And they said, shop's closing, so come to check out. And then as we checked out, I spoke to the people at Tesco. And I basically said, look, I'm nosy. I thought this was 24 hours. And they were like, no, when the COVID restrictions lifted, we stopped being 24 hours. So now we've not got any 24-hour supermarket near us. So at 3 a.m. when I want to make eggs, what the fuck am I going to do?
You have to find some eggs from somewhere, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just going to have to shit them out my arse. That's where eggs come from.
Okay, you fucking loser.
Poo-covered eggs.
Anyway, we have a game here. This is a game we found on our shelf that we had no idea we had. Well, Nathan probably did. I had no idea that we had.
I knew we had it. I've never played it. I think I got it for Christmas and never played it.
Right. This is a game. This is a game called Quick and Dirty. Now you have white and you have black cards. Now the white cards have a letter on them from the alphabet. The black cards have a noun, as it were, something that you would describe using one word, which is totally not a noun. So fucking ignore what I just said. So, for example, I will pull one card from each. So my black card says, I dropped it. Something you binge on. And now you have to, as quickly as you can. Normally there'd be a lot more people, and you'd have 4 or 5 people, and the quickest answer wins, and it would be most relevant. So you go, something you can binge. You lift up the white card, and you go, the letter L. So I'd go as quickly as I could.
Lucifer. The
show Lucifer. Now, Nathan, we get a point. Now, there's only 2 of us.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't because you went,
I'm but there's only 2 of us, so we're just going to do like sort of 5 each and then swap roles.
That sounds good.
So, and then hopefully there's some conversation starters in here because I'm out. So, sexy occupation.
Okay.
Straight away, I'm thinking secretary.
Well, the thing is with sexy occupation is
it's so contextual.
Was it uniform dating?
Oh yeah, there's uniform dating. That's still about
exactly.
Yeah,
so like any occupation can be sexy. Someone finds it sexy, I'm sure.
Kaylee told me I looked sexy the other day. She didn't use that word, but she so wanted to.
She texted it to me.
She actually spelled it out for me in the sand at our local beach. Thank you. H. H. Sexy occupation begin with H. Quick.
Oh, shit. I don't even know.
Whore.
Is there an occupation that starts with H?
Hotel secretary.
True. Hotel cleaner.
Hinge operative. Hairy bikers.
Yeah, they are sexy.
Okay, moving on. That was
You
shit. Someone who's cheap. Now that's very subjective.
Someone who's cheap.
Because it's going to be people we know, isn't it? It's not going to be...
Oh, 100% is.
It's not going to be like, Jeremy Clarkson, is it?
Well, he's not cheap, is he?
No, he is. Have you not seen that clip of him? An old clip on the train where he goes, I'm not paying 13 quid for that. It went viral for a little bit. No, anyway, someone who's cheap. P.
We don't know anyone with the name P.
I only know one person, and she's not cheap.
All I can think about is Peter Dinklage for some reason.
Yeah. That's from the quiz night, Peter Dinklage, when I kept... If we do a quiz night at our local fucking like cinema place, right? and it's like a quiz that's on an app. It's no pens, no paper, no cheating. So it's like you'd be like, who?
It's like quick fire rounds.
Who acted Harry Potter in the Harry Potter films? And the answer is Daniel Radcliffe. So you click D. So
you get the whole alphabet.
Yeah.
You get to click. You have to the fastest person to click it. You can click it.
Extra points.
You can click it before the question's even like said.
Yeah.
You just gotta be quick.
And when we didn't know the answer, you just put P for Peter Dinklage. Because I had no fucking idea, and that was the first name.
That must be where that's come from.
Must be. Because the only person I know beginning with P, from what I know, is Polly.
See, I know her. I know her, and I didn't.
From what I know, she's not cheap.
I don't think she's cheap either.
She doesn't drink, so she gives lifts back, and she never charges, as far as I'm aware.
She's got to not be cheap.
Anyway, that was really fucking boring. That was really fucking boring too. Place you find idiots.
Yeah, go on.
The letter C.
Did you hear that come out my mouth?
What was that?
I didn't even open my mouth. It was just in my throat.
Place you find idiots. Cornwall.
Corner shop.
Well,
you do though, don't you?
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
Terrible music. G. Oh,
I'm sure Gandon music is fucking awful.
I'm trying to think of actual bands beginning with G.
I don't really know any bands with G. I don't even know if I think I...
The Goo Goo Dolls.
The Goonies. I don't even think I know a solo artist with the letter G. Oh, George Ezra.
Oh, George Ezra makes terrible music.
He does make terrible
music. That's a good call. Anyway, moving on. Celebrity you would bang. V.
I swear.
V's a very hard letter.
I swear there's a celebrity with V that I know called Veronica something.
Veronica.
I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm gonna just to see what the verse Veronica that comes up with.
I'm just trying to think of generic names beginning with V and then seeing if I know anyone that has that name.
Well,
Veronica, Victor, Vic.
I've typed in Veronica. I don't know any of the people that popped up, so fuck knows.
Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky from Downtown.
I got no.
This is awful.
Celebrity you'd bang. D.
Dame Judi Dench.
Dench. Daphne from Scooby Doo.
No, yeah. I don't know if she's a celebrity, but
what do you mean? She's well known.
She's part of the mystery team.
No.
Daphne from Scooby Doo.
I cannot believe you just said mystery team.
That's what they're called, right?
No.
What are they called?
They don't have a name.
Right, so they're in the mystery machine.
Yes.
They must be the mystery team.
Their vehicle is called the Mystery Machine.
Yeah,
and they are Scooby Doo and the gang.
Or otherwise known as the mystery team.
No, they're known as those meddling kids.
Yeah, meddling. Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up. Sexual acts beginning with Y. The Yankee Candle.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know any.
I just made that up.
I mean, it is a thing.
Is it?
People love candle wax on their body.
No, I was thinking more sex position.
Oh.
I've got no idea what the Yankee Candle would be. Shoving you in a jar and closing the lid.
Lighting you on fire and
watching you melt.
The Yabba Dabba Doo. Don't know what that is, but
that's got to be every time you nut, you just scream Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah.
Somewhere you find STDs. The letter O.
An orangutan.
Orbitorium.
The continuous orbital pressure.
Yes. There's a reference to an old podcast, so fucking grow up and watch it. Something you lick.
Okay.
Beginning with a letter. Can you guess the letter?
J.
Close.
Oh. I.
No.
S.
No.
T.
A, B, C, D, E, F,
I know it wasn't close to J.
H, I, J, K.
Okay. I just thought maybe you lied to me when you said
K.
Ketamine. You don't really lick it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Do you lick it?
I'm sure you can lick it and it would
can.
have the exact same effects.
Something you lick. Karen. Luke's mum, Karen.
Oh yeah, I also lick her actually.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me
Good.
that I lick her.
Kitty, sorry.
Sorry, Kitty.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, Kitty, you probably didn't. You probably lied to us. A weird place to be
I think
nude.
she is.
B.
A beach.
Boris Johnson's backyard.
A bomb site.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, are you? Biblioteca.
That's just a word.
No, it's not. It's
Spanish word for dictionary, right?
library.
Oh.
Biblioteca.
I mean, basically same thing.
Bible.
A library and a dictionary.
And a bomb
are pretty
site.
much the same thing.
A library and a bomb site.
Think about how
pretty
many
similar.
words. Think about how many words are in a library. And then think about how many
There's only
words.
one. There's only one word in the library.
No, it's in the library. How many words are in there?
Well, probably every word in the English dictionary once. So however many words
Exactly.
that ever exist.
So when I said, what did I say?
Exactly. So shut the fuck up. People, place with crazy people. N. I don't. You know what? There's no. From what I know, there's no local towns beginning with N that we know of.
No local towns. I can't think of any.
Norwich.
I can't think of any shops either. That
Yeah,
begin
I've
with
met
N.
some weird people in Norwich.
Nando's. Nando's do have weird people.
Yes, there are some
there.
very strange people in Nando's.
Yeah.
Very, very. If you work in Nando's, you're probably fucking weird. Good place to hide a body. The letter S. Come on, there's a really obvious one here.
A sunken ship.
Close.
Double points because I got alliteration.
Close. I was going to say C. Just C.
Yeah.
The C.
Sea, sunken ship. Imagine if you swam down to a sunken ship with the body, tied it to something on the sunken ship.
Tied it to
It's just never
the
gonna-
water.
It's just never going to get found, is it?
Or it does. Then what?
Well, it's not, Jake. Okay.
Sexy fictional character. Beginning with the letter. Beginning with the letter. Beginning with any of the letters between A and Z.
Wow. Oh god.
Sexy fictional character. Fuck. What's her name in Avengers?
Black
Witch.
Widow.
Scarlet Witch. That's it.
She's ginger too, which makes it just even better.
Danny Phantom's girlfriend.
Velma from the Scooby-Doo movie, where she wears that really tight.
Velma and Daphne.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm more talking about
Scrappy Doo.
I'm more talking about the specific scene where she wears that fucking like leather suit.
Guess what we're watching when the podcast finishes? Scooby-Doo porn.
We're gonna stand here.
You thought I was going to say Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
I was.
No way.
And then I was about to say we're gonna stand here and jack our dick. So I mean, that's basically what we're gonna do with the porn.
We met in the middle. We met in the middle somewhere. Other fictional characters that I thought were attractive, either younger or now. I would probably say motherfucking... I think what shows I watch that I like that character in that show, or shows that I have watched that I'm like...
That's what I was trying to think of too, but I'm thinking now, I don't think I ever watch and I'm like, wow, that person's hot.
Jesse's girlfriend from Breaking Bad.
Oh, the one that
dies.
That dies of OD.
She throws up in her sleep, right?
Yeah.
And then White doesn't help.
Wall just watches, yeah. She
jacks
is, I'll be
his
honest, she is a bad distraction for millions of fucking dollars. As much as I love Jane, that's what her name is.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
As much as I love Jane as a character, she is very bad for the money that they're about to make. She's a bad influence.
Fair enough. I mean, can do. Weird phobia. Beginning with W. Worms.
Watches.
Willy Wonka. That's a double points for alliteration, as you said.
Winning it. Imagine being really... I don't want to win.
You got a promotion.
You're like you're racing against Usain Bolt, and you're in the lead, but you're like...
Oh, that is fucking stupid. Oh, that one's fucking gay. Well, it's not gay. I didn't mean that, but there's no other word.
There's no other word that means the same as gay.
So it's gay.
So it's gay.
Bad things to say during sex. The letter J.
Jizz. I mean,
I thought you were going to go Jake.
No, of course I wouldn't.
Well, it would be bad if Kaylee said it.
It would be awful if Kaylee said it.
If Kaylee went, oh, Jake.
I just meant the word jizz in general. Just like that is the
justice.
I'm gonna justice.
Justice.
Yeah, like
where is she?
Like Batman. Justice.
Geronimo.
I feel like jammed.
Oh, that's G.
That is. I thought you were joking. I thought you were kidding.
No, Geronimo.
I was going to say jam, but I feel like in jam can be used in some good scenarios. Jam my dick in your ass.
That's literally what I was going to say. Someone said cock rather than dick. Jam my cock in your ass. Just the tip. No, babe, just the tip.
We all just know that's a lie. Alright. Who's putting the tip in and going, I'm satisfied?
People that only have a tip.
Yeah, to be honest.
Me. Something you swallow. Letter T. Tits.
Yeah.
I swallow tits. Let's do one more. I'm gonna find a good one though, because I'm not having a fucking half-assed one. Good surface to snort coke. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
We've never done that.
We've never done that. Oh, mate, some of these are fucking weird. Do you know what's really annoying? Yeah, you won't know this because it wasn't recorded, but we did like 3 earlier, and we had a real podcast moment where it was annoying that we didn't do it on camera.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, we'll put it here because we'll probably just use it anyway.
We were just looking through the game to see if it was worth bringing on.
And now it's like getting all the fucking shite ones, or you get a good one and then the letter is shit. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to scroll through these, you know.
Yeah, do it. Go for it. What have you got?
I'm not going to do that one.
Why?
Because the letter I wanted wasn't there.
What letter did you want, Jake? They can't see the words, so
no, but they'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. Okay, go on then. Bad place to stick a penis.
It could be anywhere really, but give me the letter.
F.
A fox's arsehole.
Oh, fuck me, fair enough.
Or a foxhole.
A funnel.
Yeah.
A fudge cake.
Oh yeah.
a fondue. That would really hurt. Really hot cheese on your bell end.
A
fucking pussy.
The F word.
Fuck.
Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna put my dick in your fuck. Yeah, it's good actually. Cheers. Good input to the podcast.
Well, you obviously miss. Yeah, fuck you.
Okay, good then. It could be actually.
What could be?
Exactly.
I don't know what you're saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the Ill-Informed podcast. We've run out of things to say, and the game we wanted to play was really fucking boring. And we used all the good cards before, so thank you.
So watch the clip that doesn't exist when we played before.
Yeah. Make sure you tune to the TikTok, and we will post that. Basically, the card we pulled was things that gay people like, and then we pulled the letter G out, and Nathan went, "Ha, gay people," and we had a nice laugh about it, really, and then we were really annoyed it wasn't on the podcast.
I'll be honest, now we're saying it doesn't sound as funny.
It would have been funny if it was nice and natural and on the podcast and like an in the moment thing, but unfortunately the hob got that one rather than the camera.
Life doesn't work that way, guys.
Grow up. Okay,
deal with it.
Thank you for watching the podcast. We are the Ill-Informed Podcast. My name's Jake. That is Nathan. We have a TikTok now, if we didn't talk about it enough. And it's starting to get some gradual views on it. Regularly, gradually, slightly higher than normal views. So I'm sure there'll be probably a clip of this, to be honest, on the podcast. On the TikTok, sorry. Or maybe even the bit at the beginning where we're talking about the stories to the Eiffel Tower while doing a shot. Who fucking knows, to be honest. But other than that, we'll see you next Sunday for another episode of the Informed Podcast. This has been number 22.
Yes. I'm so out of breath.
Thank you for watching. I'm going to go piss in the toilet rather than this.
Bye.